Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, of course, I'm here with Joston and Jessie. What, you guys
Hi.
want to say a little intro while I get some technical setup?
Okay, you are setting up technical setup. Okay. Yeah, first of all, okay, if there's anyone tuning in right now, I mean, today is Wednesday also, right?
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah,
yes.
today is Wednesday as well. It's just that we
we're
come
very early.
Yeah, okay. We just surprised everyone a little bit early. Okay. In fact, it should be earlier. It's just that I got trapped in a jam. It was seriously. Just now I was at the west at the S.
Well, I just wonder from looking from the back of the scenes here, can anyone know where are we now?
Joseph trying to censor me because I just say S. Yeah, I was just at the west of Singapore.
Yes, we are in Singapore, down south.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I was like working. I have like some feng shui there. It was this crazy rain. It was like really raining cats and dogs, okay? And it was so difficult for me to grab, okay, a car, and then it was like so jammed. Finally, we are here. Okay, so it's getting darker here. We are in our room, our very, I would say, great, okay, office come room itself in 4 Point Sheraton. You know, like, I've been really, like, telling everyone that it's like, you attend my dynamic feng shui, you want to tap some chi, right? This is a place exactly that you can consider. Okay, so like, first of all, just see, this no comment here.
Okay.
Yeah, can I just see that anyone there tuning in right now, just let us know if you can hear us
Yeah, that's
clearly.
That's going to be important. I mean, from our levels, because we're using, with the three of us are in front of the camera, so there's no one behind.
Yes.
Nicole is not with us this trip.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's okay, but can you just confirm that the sound, especially, is mic'd and you can hear it loudly?
Yeah,
right?
if I just hold my mic like this, can you hear both Kong Yu and myself clearly? I think Joseph should be a problem.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
I
be
think
a
my
problem,
side
right?
shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, he got one mic to himself.
Yes.
We need more sponsors. Hopefully Jennifer is
Limited
watching
budget,
this.
they only afford two.
Yeah, limited budget. Okay, so Inde go. Thank you so much, Inde. Okay, Inde say it's clear. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course, tonight's session is what's the title that you put in? Paving your way for period 9, full moon January 25th. Obviously, I was really rushing. I didn't even know what's the title that's been put in. All right, so today's session itself is mainly in a way, of course, Kong Yu will share with us as his normal new moon and full moon sharing. Okay, so this will be the final full moon of the rabbit year.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually literally both, right? For the solar and also the lunar cycle.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Yes,
Okay,
right.
so this is the final full moon
for
Yeah.
both the lunar
and the solar
and
cycle.
and the solar. The lunar obviously is because Chinese New Year first day is the new moon.
Yeah.
So the first new moon
But
of the
technically,
year.
solar don't really look at the moon, so
That's true.
Yeah.
But at Lapchun, ma.
Lapchun, yeah, that's based on the sun positioning.
That's right.
So, yeah,
and then we
that's-
will have the new moon after Lapchun.
Yeah,
That's
which
right.
is our Chinese New Year. Yay, 恭喜恭喜.
Yeah. So that's very important because a couple of things, right? So no Fireworks is there. Hello.
Yeah.
Right. So shall we get started?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if I can hold the mic like this, you
I
can
think
just
that
start
works.
with the
Okay,
yeah.
thank you,
As long as so far, because India say it's clear.
Okay.
But in case if you hear that the sound is not loud enough, it's not clear enough, please do let us know, and I'll hold nearer to come you.
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
do the work.
So it's very interesting today that everything ties in because as we know, nothing really is a coincidence when we put it all together. So we are, of course, officially in terms of the title of today's Facebook Live. It's all about the last full moon of the entire year. And when we talk about full moons, of course, these are the peak points of the yin cycle of life, right? The peak points of awareness, wisdom, realizations, and so on. It's always to emphasize the importance of all these qualities, right? That make us human, that keep us in touch with our human spirit, right? And which guide us as human beings with souls. Souls journeying through life, right? So full moons have that power to do that. And at the same time, this is often associated with the time of release as well, because it is with these realizations and wisdom that is derived from our experiences and what we learn and the lessons of life that we then seek to release certain things, right? It could be actual negative behaviors, it could be mindsets that actually make us less joyful, mindsets that make us less successful, keep us habitually stuck in patterns that limit ourselves and so on. So all full moons also are associated with release. And release is a very big theme, right, as we head into period 9, as we head into the full wood dragon year, and also when we are actually working with the current energies as well, right? So the current energies, as we've experienced it, I'm sure many of you have as well, have been very strong, right? Giving us the really impactful shakeups, the last minute key knocks, literally, right?
Yeah.
That we still need to, right? So that we can better match with the release of these negativities, the stagnant energy and so on, better match our own personal vibration, right, with whatever that not only 2024, not only the wood dragon year is basically offering us, but for the entire period 9 as well. That's why January has been a very powerful month, right, full of knocks, bumps and so on.
This is seriously the time to say adios and bye-bye to period 8. Like, yay, finally, period 9 is here. Yeah, this is really like the final full moon of the entire period 8.
That's right, right? And of course, we've had incoming very strong energies as well, okay, but we leave that till a different day. But a little bit of that, part of it is actually with the whole transition of the period, right? So, and of course, on that note, with every major transition, there's going to be this big energy surge. And during these big energy surges, we also experience a lot of pushes, right? And knocks, I call it knocks today, so that we can actually break out, right, of certain cycles and all that. So it's not super comfortable. It's not comfortable for many people, right? But each of us need that energy alignment.
Yes.
So a large theme of this is that's why it's realigning our energy, right? And the theme of the full moon as well is about our individual self, our individual desires and goals, our personal motivation, and having to keep that in context of whatever that we're pursuing, right? In terms of what? In terms of what is it that is more meaningful for the long term? What is it that is meaningful for us personally, to our values, to how we see things, how we want to perceive, how we want to experience life overall. So we have to balance that. We have to balance what we want against what is available out there. I think that's one key part of the exciting potential of period 9, as well as what we have around us, right? The community that we have around us. Because just to share a little bit about this, in correlation to Western astrology, because this is a very strong correlation that many astrologers have seen, many astrologers who study both Chinese astrology, Eastern astrology, and also Western astrology have noticed, right, that it is synchronistic, that the period 9 start that we are at right at this moment is also where Pluto, which is of course the furthest planet, it is a dwarf planet officially, that is furthest orbiting away in terms of its impact. Right, but because it's furthest in its orbit, it is also very powerful, right? And of course, the large theme is to do with transformation. So Pluto is also moving into Aquarius, and Aquarius, of course, is associated a lot with exciting electricity, electrifying high vibrations, and so on. So, and this transition, right, is actually mainly occurring right now, right? And this is also in a different way explaining to us about this advent of period 9. Right, and the type of change of the period, because you know, if it's period 7 changing to period 8, and maybe other changes before that, it may not necessarily just correlate to Pluto changing signs, but in this case, a lot of indications are pointing towards that. So that's why this is an incredibly big shift. So as we experience this shift as well, we are also required individually, because we're all light beings, we're all energy beings, to also make sure that we are aligned with the shift, right? And the way that we can do this, of course, is to, as all vibrations, is to basically match vibrations. But to match vibrations is where we need to actually crack our individual vibrations, whatever the levels that we're operating at, whatever personal energy that we're operating at, and then slowly, of course, with this stage by stage crack, to match ourselves to the very fast but exciting potential of period 9. So this is where a lot of the work, in fact, that we are pushing, right, which are still a bit of a push for us, which means that, truth be told, all right, so maybe you guys can also take over on this, that we are actually trying to encourage a lot of people to do personal energy work.
Yeah. All right. And I know it's like all the while it's like people are more interested or more fascinated with external energy work. I mean, that's what feng shui is all about. And you know, the whole entire period 8, all right, I would say late of period 7 transition into the whole entire period 8 itself is where you see a lot of older, sorry, because period 8 is like earth. It's about like, in a way, like older stuff. It's like something that has, in a way, withstand the test of time, okay? And those of you who are into feng shui and all that, you will see that there is a surge of like a sudden interest, okay, of like this topic named feng shui, since the end of period 7, okay, and it really grows rapidly, okay, in the whole entire period 8. Now, when we talk about feng shui and all that, it's also energy work, okay? Because feng shui is energy work. We go out there, we look at like certain locations, certain houses or offices and all that to see the energy of that place itself and how to tap into it so that it can benefit us, right? And that actually blooms in the whole entire period 8, right? And people are more interested to, in a way, work into the external factor. And to be honest, truth to be told, it's like working on external factor is so much easier to work on internal factor, because it's so much easier to blame other people rather than to look into our own fault. Okay, it's so much easier to just, in a way, try to rectify or renovate your door or rearrange your furniture or whatever, rather than realigning yourself or rearranging your life or, in a way, rectifying your own self itself. It's easier for you to break a wall rather than to break yourself or to break through yourself. I'm fine with it. Okay? All right. So in a way, it's like, but now we are transiting. We are in a way entering, as this is the final, I would say, full moon, okay, coming up. All right, as a final full moon, which is happening on the
25th.
25th. It's a final full moon of not only like the rabbit year, it's a final full moon also for the whole entire period 8. All right, and then that in a way marks, okay, a totally, in a way, bye-bye and letting go and like in a way moving on and moving forward, okay, and moving into what? Moving into period 9. And period 9 is fire energy. It's no longer earth energy. So fire energy is all about, like, of course, what he has said, okay, or Gong Yi has said, it's like electrifying sort of like a transition, okay, something that's fast, furious, moving, okay, transforming, massive transformation. And don't forget that period 9, fire, or this Li Gua, is also a period of multiplication. That's why in terms of feng shui, you like to activate your 9 and you label it as a wealth star, because it's supposed to help you to multiply whatever that you have had. And this is also, in a way, is a time that we have to look into serious, I would say, inner work as well. Right? Because inner work is what we have got. Remember, we are in an era that's opening to a new period of multiplication. And imagine we can only multiply what we have had, right? If you have the seed, okay, of a apple tree, or if you have a seed of a strawberry tree, I mean, you can only multiply this seed to grow more strawberries or more apples or more orange or whatever you want to call it. But imagine if we do not work on ourselves, our inner self, to understand what are the seeds we have inside and whether these seeds are the fruits of what we want to see at the end of the day. Is this the fruits that we want to see, okay, as ourselves, or be a part of our destiny or our life at the end of the day? This is exactly the seed is going to be, in a way, fertilely. Is that such a word? Fertilely?
That works.
Seriously? Yay!
As long as everyone understands.
In a fertile
Yay,
way.
my English teachers confirm. I mean, I'm in Singapore now, right?
In a
And you know,
You
Singapore
want the formal
English
version,
English standard very high one ma. Just now I was at my client's place, right? So I was waiting for my Grab for the longest time, and it so happened it's like no way, like batches and batches of like very small kid, you know, probably it's like 3 years old, 4 years old, like probably they come up from kindergarten and all that, and every one of them walked past me, right? They were speaking English either to, oh, is it that?
It's
Is that?
okay. It's
Yeah,
fine.
they are like
There was a little blimp there, but it's okay.
speaking English either to their caretaker or to their parents or their moms, right? And seriously, all the English is like curling the tongues, and they got slang in their English. So suddenly I have to feel that I need to speak nicer English. So it means fatally. So imagine that we are now walking into this period 9 itself, okay, which is a fertile period to multiply whatever seeds that we have inside us. So therefore, it is really a very crucial time, right, for us, like Josen, Kong Yu, and myself, okay, to encourage everyone. Do not be afraid of your own inner self, to put it nicely. Or in other words, do not be afraid of your own inner shit, okay? Because this is exactly the time for us to work on that, to find exactly what are the seeds I have in a way cultivated within me. Because these seeds, whether you like it or not, it's going to in a way grow fertilely again in this period 9, okay, once the new period has come. So this coming full moon, okay, will be the best time for us to look into what are the seeds that we have in a way cultivated within us, consciously, or most of them I can tell you it's subconsciously. You're not even aware, okay, of the fear, okay, of the hindrances, of the subconscious mindset that we have had, okay, within us itself, that is stopping us, the very thing that's stopping us from growth, transformations, and success. At the end of the day, work on it. This is the best time for us to let go, especially this coming Saturday. Like today, I've like messaged a few of my clients, okay, the dates. Remember, everything that you do this Saturday, the final remove day of the year, it is so important, it is so crucial. Work on whatever you need to remove. Work on whatever you need to, either removing some negative chi of your home, okay, removing some old saltwater cure from your home, remember, okay, those of you who have not done it on the 15th, do it, okay, this Saturday, and immediately set out a new one, okay. So these are all the things, okay, that we can do for ourselves. And of course, where 3 of us has also in a way bersusah payah, English.
But very, very hard.
Finally, Joseph is like, yes, okay, my turn, okay.
Toiled.
You see lah. You see, the English teacher, a different one, requirement. What, again?
Toiled.
Toiled. Okay, so we have toiled. But Susapai, work very, very hard. I think I'm more on your side, Joseph. Okay.
Layman term. We are using the layman term.
So we have worked really very, very hard to come up with workshops, okay? And different types of workshops to help us using the heavens energy. Heavens energy means date selection. Final remove day of the year, final remove day of the entire period 8. Okay?
Coinciding with the release of a full moon.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
And to use this day itself, okay, to come up with workshops to help us to release whatever seeds within us that is not helping us, that eventually will become a hindrance in us, that we want to let go of it once and for all, so that in period 9, when this fertile energy comes in the whole entire period 9 itself, right, these seeds will not grow within us. It will not grow into the seeds of hindrance, of obstacles, of challenges, okay? In other words, that will lead us to, in a way, sufferings or bad luck in the whole entire period 9 itself. All right? And speaking of that itself, like, okay, one of the things I'm very, very excitedly, in a way, looking forward this Saturday itself, because we have 2 workshops. It's a small workshops because our studio can accommodate only to 22 people, okay? And I highly, highly recommend you. And imagine, it's like I don't sell my workshops unto this extent, because most of my workshops itself, like my bowls and everything, it's like, okay, enough. My Egypt's journey that we sell for 20 over thousand is like full. I cannot take any more, okay? But this is a workshop that I sell, a physical workshop of only maximum 22 slots at 180 ringgit. Right, because I know many of you, like, what workshop is this? It's like, what's the point of this? It's like, what's the need of me going into doing all these things? I would just say is that, come for this, okay? This is like a very important, crucial day and time, heaven's luck, okay? We want to tap into the heavens earth man, okay? Where we actually, in a way, get rid of some earthly residue. Earthly residue means like, whatever mindset, beliefs, okay, negative seeds, okay, or things we have cultivated, okay, right, throughout this lifetime on earth up to now. Okay, once we were born on this earth, whatever seeds that we have cultivated, okay, that one we want to use this Saturday itself, using our man luck, our action, our decision, our effort, our willingness and decisions to show up for life. Okay, to show up in this workshop itself, so that we can guide you, we can work on you using breathwork techniques, okay,
to do the energy work. It's actually to bring up the level.
To bring up the level, to release, to purge out, purify all these seeds which is no longer working for us once and for all during this very powerful day, to release it so that when we enter into period 9 itself, right, we can grow the seeds that are highly beneficial for us. We can multiply, okay, the seeds of success and joy rather than multiplying the seeds of sufferings and suffocations, example. All right?
Yeah.
For those that have joined us before doing the transformational work, you know that it's all about taking actions, doing things in a yang way. So for this Saturday also, we are going to work out something that is really all about releasing, letting go, really letting go things that no longer serve you. In fact, we're going to work on the theme of forgiveness as well. Because a lot of time, at times we do not forgive others and we do not forgive ourselves. So this is really a good time on a removal day to actually focus on removing and releasing out and being forgiving.
Yes, and honestly, we are doing this. Malaysians, you, okay? I see so many of Singaporeans here. Mr. Lim is here, Melissa Lim is here, okay? All right, and then of course our don't know Singaporeans or Thai or Vietnamese or Malaysians or Americans. Shirley Cheong is also here.
Yeah,
okay?
and hi to everyone.
Yeah. The thing is, you see, Malaysians, if you are listening to this workshop is for you. You know how many of our students are asking, can you just stream it online? We can have hundreds of students if we stream it online. And we have done it before. We have done the transformational breath work online.
Yes.
But you see, when we stream something online, there's only limited things that we can do, okay? Because it's online stream. We want to really work on people physically, on yourself, and we want to work on our fellow Malaysians. I mean, you want to accept it or not. I mean, on the day that we fly down to Singapore here, on that day, the same day, news pops up in different medias, BFM, okay, on another media, on social media, stating that Malaysia has hit its lowest point comparatively to Sing dollar. Malaysia ringgit has again, in a way, Chong history means what? Okay, create a new history. Okay, create a new history of like 3.53.
Which is
All time.
History that's not that great to celebrate.
Yes, but I can tell you, Malaysians, okay, our environments, okay, of whatever things that we are going through now, okay, in period 9, whatever that we have experienced in period 8 is going to multiply in period 9. If you're thinking that things is really going to look rosy and better or whatever, okay, it might not be, fingers crossed, because whatever happened in period 8, period 9 multiplies. If you see lots and lots of progress in period 8, period 9 multiplies that lots and lots of progress. If you see lots and lots of regression in period 8, period 9 multiplies that lots and lots of regression. Okay? So the thing is, of course, terms of yin and yang, not everyone will be equally affected by it. It depends on, no matter how yin it is, there's one dot of yang. No matter how yang is it, there's one dot of yin. Now, we want to help and share with as many people as possible, fellow Malaysians, to work on ourselves, to break through, to transform, to prepare ourselves as much as possible so that we becomes that dot of yang. When everyone sees darkness, we see light. When everyone sees darkness, we see hope. I don't think Americans need this yet, not yet. I don't see, in a way, it's like Singaporeans need this yet, okay? Right? I'm only offering this as a physical workshop. Normally, we don't waste our time. The entire team to be there physically for you, okay? Working on a limited 22 slots only, physically, all right? To make how much? 180 ringgit per person. I can anytime sell this online and I can get so many people around the world. So if you're Malaysians, if you're in Klang Valley, in KL or in PJ, it's a one whole entire day. I have 2 workshops on the same day. Even if you're not in KL, come in. Come in and do your CNY shopping the day after on Sunday. All right? Join us on this workshop. We still have a few more seats. And the sad thing is why I am so emotional is I have only 22 slots. Malaysians, wake up. Right, and it cannot fill up. It hardly happens in Soleil Trinity's history. Okay?
But that's the thing. That's the challenge as well. It's also an exciting opportunity, right? Because that's why. I mean, the long story short is that we've been encouraging everybody that follow us. Right, we're moving from the paper world of just astrology that is info based, right? To, of course, as you know, that when you use astrology, you have to you have to combine it with action. If not, nothing changes.
Yeah.
The energy does not change. And of course, as Jessie mentioned at the start, feng shui was very popularized and made a comeback in period 8 because we're tapping into earth chi and relying on that perspective.
And feng shui is earth chi, but period 9 is different.
Exactly. Right?
Period 9 is fire chi, it's energy work.
That's right, it's energy work, and it's also where, again, there is a big potential for the high vibrations, but because the vibrations are so high, we have to be able to match it. So if we're unable to do it, or if we don't match it very well, then of course there's a big chance for us to downgrade ourselves in the split that we see that is very characteristic of period 9 overall.
Yeah, and always remember, period 9 is fire energy. Fire energy needs substance. So this is an era where it's energy work. Now, you can say feng shui is also energy work, right? But feng shui is earth. Earth is physical, so it's external. It's your house, it's your home, it's your office. But in period 9, it's fire. Fire needs substance. Substance means you need something to burn on. So that something to burn on is our feel, our seeds, okay? Right? Something internally, okay, to grow from it. And if these seeds we have within us are all seriously seeds of like sufferings, of fear, okay, of like challenges, okay, in period 9, these seeds will multiply, okay, and it will continue on to multiply. So I just want to bring more awareness. If you're fellow Malaysians, you're here this weekend, join this workshop, okay? Even though if you're not in KL, you know, our studio, they have a hotel there. It's a boutique hotel. We have checked it out. It's decent. It is cheap. It's only like 100 ringgit, okay, or 120 ringgit, example, right? Per night itself is just like one floor above our studio, okay?
Yep.
So we have the whole entire day, morning and night studio. Come, stay one day, Sunday, do your CNY shopping, then go back to whatever states you come from. So I highly, highly recommend, okay, these 2 workshops that, have you shared the workshops?
Yes.
Okay, right?
In fact, there's another plus point I also want to point out. Usually our workshops, right, we only run it like about 2-hour sessions. But for this coming Saturday, each of the slot is like a 2.5-hour sessions.
Yes.
Why are we doing so also? With the fact that we wanted to spend more time with each and everyone to work on the energy work, to bring your energy out with the right vibration to the universe. So that's the whole idea why we are dedicating more time, more personal time to spend with each and every one of you.
And it's so sad, suddenly comes to me, right, okay, to think about it. We
In fact, it's
truly
the first time ever we are doing it in a longer session.
Yes, and it's so sad in the sense, it's like we truly have a self-punishing thing. I mean, he's a dragon, I'm a dragon, we're self-punishing, okay, in a sense, they say, like, we could have always have some online workshops or some any other workshops that can use so much more return for us, okay? I mean, I go up to the level that we sell Nepal, Soul's Journey, full, that people wants to join, nope, waiting list, okay? In fact, now also waiting list is like, very slim chances probably, okay, right? Only a few slots here and there. Egypt, nope, close, okay? People wants our consultations, my personal consultation, nope, full, okay, not doing consultations. But I'm using all our energy and time to do workshops like this, okay? And yet we have to sell until like, come join us, come join us. I was really thinking, it's like, since when we have to sell so hard?
But we're not giving up because
Yes.
really, I mean, all the signs and indications are there. So I hope you are able to put in the trust, right? That actually personal energy work, which means whether it's breath work related, it's transformational breath work, it is manifestation through meditation, it is actually manifestation through vocal expression and speaking, and so on and so forth, and of course sound healing, right, which is a major thing which of course we have been emphasizing for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
So this is really the work that needs to be done in period 9. So if you want to get a head start in it, you don't want to get left out, it really is crucial. And I know there is resistance out there towards, like allowing yourself to be in the moment of release, allowing yourself to be doing things that maybe you're not so used to. But this is it. This is really what the future of period 9 holds, right? And this year also offers a lot of tremendous potential to get a head start on this. Right? To be able to release stagnant energy, to release those seeds of negativity, right? Which once released, they will be open. So this is where we can really start to do the work of alignment. And the period 9 magic, as indicated in so many ways, right? In terms of the grid, the energy portals being open, in terms of being able to see it from even the flying star charts of period 9 houses, it's there, it's electrifying, it's available, but we have to be able to match it personally in terms of our personal vibrations so that we can basically connect to the portals.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
amazing. We have to sell so hard. It's like amazing.
Okay, I think at the
okay.
end of the day, it's about
Yeah.
time to learn to be comfortable with uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay, it's period 9 anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. So really, I mean, I know maybe some of you will be like, wow, Jessie so hard sell. As Gong Yu has put it, we will not give up because we see this is coming and we can see what's going to happen, okay, based on whatever calculations, based on period 9, I know Li Gua, those of you who attended my power up, you know this, okay? We know what exactly is coming, we know what people knows needs to do, okay, but we know a lot of people are still in a way unaware of it, okay? They're ignorant about all these things because it's not their fault. It's not, in a way, it's like because the market is not there yet, no one is talking about it yet, they are not warned and they are not told about it yet. So we won't give up, we will continue, okay, to in a way, right, share, okay, to highlight to people so that they understand what this period 9 is all about, what we have to do continuously to bring us up to the next level so that we can grow together, so that we can rise like a phoenix, okay, together. So yeah, once again, okay, you see the link down there, all right, in the Facebook Live. I just hope that you can join us, all right? There's only 22 slots, okay? Join us. I mean, if you're fast, you get a slot. If you are slower, you might not get a slot, okay? So I would just say that join us. I'm not going to sell anymore because I'm hungry. We need to go for dinner, all right? Okay, we have friends downstairs waiting for us, poor Ice and Eric, okay? All right? So, yeah. Okay, and then also of course Lelim, okay, Gong Yu's sister also in a way she have to be like in a way working, hiding and like waiting for us, okay, in order for us to sell to you guys. All right, so enough of selling.
Yep.
Still the same thing. All right, blessed full moon is coming up. Okay, say bye bye to period 8. Hopefully you say bye bye to your old self. Get rid of whatever you need to get rid so that you can start period 9 anew. So that when this era, this whole period of multiplications comes in, let it multiplies whatever that's best in us and not the worst. Because if it in a way multiplies the worst in us, okay, you'll be in a way really, really crying, okay, like, okay, because it's like everything will come in a way, it's like tremendous multiply. All right, so yeah,
So
that's all.
really,
Anything
really
else?
take the opportunity to release so that they can prepare to jump on board, right? And jump to the top of the period 9 platform, shall we say.
Yeah. Tammy Tan says hi. Jessie, Kong Yu, Joston,
Yeah.
Felicia, Chin
Hi.
also said hi. Jocelyn Sue was there. Hi, Joston.
Hi.
Okay, Eric was there. Ice was there. Hi. Okay, we'll see you very soon. Shirley, yes. 4 Points Singapore. Prani Kong, Teresa Go. All right, Michelle Koo, Stuart Tang is there. Okay, Namaste, Serene. Okay, from Nepal. Okay, they're still in Nepal. Tan Shin Jo. Okay, Nancy. Okay, from Italy. Nufiros. Agnes, Raylene was there, Yanku, okay, and Michelle Tay. Okay, when do you remove the annual water? I already shared, okay, on my Facebook. Okay, this is the Saturday is the final remove day. Okay, so removed it. So remember to stay tuned onto my Facebook if you want information, because informations, if it's already out there, all right, I won't repeat myself to share again. All right, so just look into all this information which is in our Facebook already. All right, any last words?
Yes, I guess the
Any
only
last words for period 8?
I guess the only thing that I can say now is to really see you in person.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
it.
so really looking forward to see all of you in person this Saturday.
This Saturday, yes, the
right.
final remove day of the Water Rabbit year 2023, right?
And the final remove day of the whole entire period.
Suddenly,
That's
the song
right.
playing in my mind of the final countdown.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Period,
I'm hungry.
Final remove day of period 8, right?
Oh, sorry, final remove day of period 8.
Can you believe
yes.
that? It's a 20-year thing, and,
Yes.
and really, yes,
Yes.
it's a powerful day, and we really hope to see you in person, joining us for the release.
Yeah.
Release team.
It has been an amazing
exercises.
20 years for me,
right.
okay? But
Okay.
I'm very, very excited. Looking forward to period 9.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Somebody say how to click. Right, someone have to click. We have to do it ourselves, low
Bye.
budget.